What I want to talk about now is the practical side of breaking patterns. Because this is where most of us are. We have negative self-talk. We feel overwhelmed. We say we're too busy. We deal with anxiety. And we blame things around us. Our job, our partner, other people. That's our current reality. So the question is, how do we actually break that pattern in a simple way that works? There's a saying, you should meditate 20 minutes a day, unless you're really busy. Then you should meditate for an hour. It sounds funny, but it's actually deep, because the busier and more overwhelmed you are, the more you need to slow down and become aware. Now, think about this. If your thoughts have anything to do with your future, and you think 60 to 70,000 thoughts a day, and 90% of them are the same as yesterday, then your life isn't going to change. Because same thoughts equals same choices. Same choices equals same behaviors. Same behaviors equal same experiences. Same experiences equal the same emotions. And those emotions reinforce the same thoughts again. Your biology, your brain, your hormones, even your genes all respond to how you think, act, and feel. And all of that together is called your personality. And your personality creates your personal reality. So the personality you have right now has created the life you're living right now. If you want a new life, you need a new personality. That means you need to become aware of your thoughts, notice your habits, observe your behaviors, and also ask, do the emotions I feel every day belong in my future? Because many of us are living emotionally in the past. Most people try to create a new life while staying the same person, and that doesn't work. You literally have to become someone else. Neuroscience says neurons that fire together wire together. If you keep thinking the same way, acting the same way, feeling the same way, you keep strengthening the same patterns in your brain. Over time, those patterns become your identity. By around age 35, most of us are running programs automatically about 95% of the time. Habits, reactions, emotions. So when you decide to change, you step into the unknown, and that's where the discomfort comes. Uncertainty, lack of control, unpredictability. That's what people avoid, because they would rather feel familiar emotions like guilt or stress than face the unknown. But here's the key. That discomfort is actually the door to change. When something emotional happens in your past, your brain records it strongly. The stronger the emotion, the stronger the memory. But it's not the memory that keeps you stuck. It's the emotion. So instead of trying to change the past, you need to overcome the emotion. Here's the challenge. Your body is used to certain emotions. It's addicted to them. So when you step into the unknown, your body says, no, go back. And it sends thoughts like, start tomorrow, you're too busy, this won't work. These are not truths, they are programs. So how do you break them? By becoming aware of them. The moment you observe a thought or emotion, you are no longer the program. You are the observer. That's what meditation really is. Becoming familiar with your thoughts, your behaviors, your feelings. But here's the important part. It's not enough to meditate and feel good and then go back to your old reactions during the day. Real change happens when you stay aware throughout your day. When something triggers you, instead of reacting automatically, you pause, you notice, you choose differently. If you can maintain that new state, something different will start to happen in your life. Sometimes it shows up as coincidence or synchronicity, little signs that you're on the right path. But if you go back to your old reactions, you go back to your old self. So the key is stay conscious. Because if you're not guided by a vision of the future, you'll be controlled by memories of the past. Changing yourself is not easy. It's like crossing a river from your old self to a new self. And in that process, there's a kind of death of the old you. mentally, emotionally, even biologically. But if you know something better is on the other side, you won't give up. And the truth is, anyone can do this. You're not too old, you're not too late, you're not too broken. Even people who never meditated before can change deeply. But here's the difference. They go all in. Not 50%, not halfway. They commit. And once they move beyond themselves, something powerful starts to happen. And it's often unexpected and beautiful. There's a saying, when the pain of staying the same becomes greater than the pain of change, we finally change.
So why do we hold on to the old self? Because it feels safe, because it's familiar. But the truth is, we've been conditioned to believe that reality is only what we can see and feel. The real question is, can you believe in a future that you haven't experienced yet? Can you think about it so clearly that your brain starts to change? Science now says, yes, you can. If you repeatedly imagine a new future and feel the emotions of it, your body begins to believe it's real. And when that happens, you don't chase your future anymore. It starts coming to you. But you have to stay in that state, without doubt, without frustration, without asking, where is it? Because the moment you do that, you go back to your old self.
So this is practice. Like learning anything, sports, dancing, any skill. At first, it's hard. Then it becomes natural. The goal is to make creation a joyful, free, and natural process. Yes, the unknown feels scary, but that's where growth is. When you feel anxiety or frustration, that's the moment to catch yourself, because those emotions are signals from your past. And every time you catch yourself, that's a victory. Those small victories build a new version of you. Because in the end, this is not really about your success or your goals. It's about who you become. And once you become someone new, your life will follow. If you want more videos like this, subscribe and keep growing.